How do you define patriotism?
How do you define patriotism?
I defined it as accepting responsibility for your country. You know, when I was very young, I lived in Harlem, and I accepted everything my parents gave me, and they gave me what they had, and that was wonderful. But my attitude was, it was due me. You know, it wasn't. They were not making sacrifices. They had, you know, I had no responsibility for that. That was wrong. And many people who live in this country have the same feeling. They live in this country, and they're very quick to criticize. But I believe that patriotism is not only criticizing your country, which sometimes you have to do, but it's also a matter of appreciating it and understanding it and knowing the history.
For me, patriotism is about feeling the right and to make a picture of your country that includes yourself. You know, I mean, I get really, I get disturbed sometimes when I see pictures of Americans and it doesn't look like my New York, or or doesn't look like my America. You know, my America has a lot of people in it, look like you, look like me, and that's the sort of thing that I want to make pictures of America that look like this, and that's what this book is about. And what I'm excited to do is also to see what pictures come from this. What this is an invitation as much as it's something that we're putting out. We're hoping that other people talk about what their America looks like.
Yeah, good answer.
Thanks, Dad.
How do you celebrate Independence Day?
Well, what I'll do is probably again reflect on some of the readings I've done, which is the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Federalist Papers were just fascinating to me. So maybe I'll go through those things. I'll probably watch some of the celebrations, and occasionally right down Kennedy Boulevard, where I live, there are parades, and I'll take my cat out into the porch and watch the parades.
I will probably ride my bike to the East River and see if I see any fireworks, if it's not too crowded. I'll probably also do the things I do all the time, which is what's really lucky and great about being in America. I can be a painter. You know, I was just in Sudan, and you know, you meet people who paint there. You know, there's nobody who's an actor. You know, that's not a job you can have in Sudan. You know, that's kind of cool.
What makes America so special?
The openness. What makes this country so special is that we don't hide our faults. We put our faults out there. We can debate them openly. You can debate anything in this country. Some things you may not want to debate, but you can debate everything. From the very beginning of the country, it was an open conversation. And the rest of the world was watching us, and in amazement. And I think that open conversation is what makes this country so special.
I agree with that. That's a good answer, Dad. But I mean, there is this idea that America makes mistakes. We all do. You know, we all know that. But America can talk about their mistakes. And it talks about their mistakes really openly, and that's kind of cool.
Okay. What do you predict America will be in 100 years from?
Well, I won't be here, but I think America will still be a great country. And I've seen this country change over the years. I've seen the wave after wave of immigrants. I've lived with them. I've seen them make contributions to this country. And I'm seeing just new immigrants making marvelous contributions. So I think this country will remain a great place.
I will be here in 100 years for sure. I don't care. I'm just gonna find a way. But I think yeah, America is getting. I mean, it's changing, and it's up to us to kind of keep the world appraised of what America looks like now. You know, I mean, you know, I'm sitting in Beijing once, and someone said, "You're not American. You must be from." You're like, and they said, "Americans are blonde and blue-eyed and all this sort of thing." And I was like, "I'm about as American as they get." You know, I mean, because I don't exist in places outside of America. You know, and that's. I think that it's up to us to keep them aware of like, this is America. This is what it looks like now.